Hi lovelies, it's Jen here.
And John.
And we're trying out a new Japanese game that we got at Target called Machi Koro. And you build a city in 30 minutes. So far, we've tried to read the directions, or at least the introduction. I think I got that far before my camera died. And we are opening the cards. And I've taken some pictures so you can see what the box looks like ahead of time. I've just punched out the tokens. And hubby is dealing out some cards. Yeah?
We each get a wheat field and a bakery to start with.
This is our big city. We've got a wheat field.
And we get 4 landmark cards.
And a bakery. There we go. I don't know what the tokens are for yet, but we'll figure them out. I did punch them out though, and they're ready to go. Machi Koro. We're going to build a city. There's our dice. Alright, I'm going to pause it now because nothing exciting is happening. And then hopefully I'll turn it back on and we'll be playing the game. Yeah.
Game flow. Players take a turn in clockwise order. A turn consists of the following 3 phases. Roll dice, earn income, construction. Game end. The player to construct all 4 of their landmarks first wins the game. The roll dice phase. To begin their turn, the player rolls the dice. At the start of the game, each player will roll a single die. Once a player has built their train station, they may roll 1 or 2 dice on their turn. When rolling 2 dice, the dice are always summed together. The earned income phase. Players earn income based on the dice roll and the effects of the establishments that they own that match the dice roll. There are 4 different types of establishments that earn income in different ways. Blue is a primary industry. Get income from the bank during anyone's turn. Get 1 coin from the bank on anyone's turn. Green is a secondary industry. Get income from the bank during your turn only. And it says on the bottom how that works. Red is restaurants. Take coins from the person who rolled the dice. And purple is a major establishment. Get income from all other players, but during your turn only.
We'll start with 3 pennies.
Yep. Earned income continued. It is possible that multiple types of establishments are activated by the same die roll. In this case, the establishments are activated in the following order. Restaurants red, second industry green, and primary industry blue. Major establishments purple.
Red, green, blue, purple.
Alright, and the part that I had drifted past is it's the establishments that match the dice roll. So the wheat field is 1. When somebody rolls a 1, it activates the wheat field. When somebody rolls a 2 or 3, it activates the bakery. If a player owns multiple copies of a single establishment, the effects are multiplied by the number of establishments of that type owned. Special note, the shopping mall landmark affects each card. Example, a player owning multiple copies of the bakery would see each copy of that card earn +1 income. Coin transactions between players. If a player owes another player money and cannot afford to play it, they pay what they can and the rest is exempted. A player's coin total can never go below 0. Can we explain this to some of our creditors?
That's super. You cannot go bankrupt in this game.
The receiving player is not compensated for the lost income.
Whoop whoop. Donald Trump would not like this game. He would not approve.
And it's got an example of that. I think we both grasp that and went desperately to practice that in real life.
Could you imagine if you went to Disneyland and you couldn't afford it and that's just too bad for them? Stellar.
As a reminder, if multiple establishments are
And you
activated,
ate in the Disneyland restaurants? Stellar.
if multiple establishments are activated on the same die roll, restaurant red establishments are activated first, followed by primary, secondary, industry, blue, green, and finally major establishments
Purple. Red, blue, green, purple. It's like the song from Disney almost.
Blue and green go together, so you can do it as a rainbow.
Right? Isn't that a song? Red, blue, green.
Oh yes, the Spectrum song.
Yes, see?
Red, yellow, green, red, blue, 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 something like that. If I weren't so tired, I might have it better, but then I wouldn't sing it. So payment to other players is processed prior to earned income from other establishments. If payment is owed to multiple players at the same time, payment is processed in reverse player order, counterclockwise. Luckily, that's not too complicated when there's only 2 of us.
How does the clock work when there's 2 of us? Are you the 12 and I'm the 6? Or are you the 3 and I'm the 9?
What does the clock say?
No, I'm serious.
Nope,
Are you like the
thing.
12 and I'm the 1?
It doesn't matter because
Am I the
there's only 2 of us,
6
so
and you're the 12?
that direction and that direction hits us in the same order. It doesn't matter what order the players are in because there's only 1 other player.
I'm the 2 and you're the 10?
Stop before I go there. Building new establishments and completing landmarks.
I'm the 4 and you're the 11?
To conclude a player's turn,
Is that right?
he or she may pay to
No,
construct
4 and 10.
1 single
5
establishment.
and 11.
To conclude a player's turn, he or she may pay to construct 1 single establishment
12
or
and
pay to
6.
finish construction on a single
7
landmark
and 1.
by paying the cost shown on the lower left-hand corner of the card.
I'm the 7 and you're the 1.
Once constructed, an establishment is taken from the supply
No, 7
and added
and
to the
2.
player's play area.
6 and 1?
When constructing a
7,
landmark,
8. 8 and 2.
the landmark card is turned right side up, full color side, and the landmark's effects are now
8
active.
and 2. No.
Landmarks may be constructed in any order the player chooses. And Mom hasn't listened to a word of it.
9 and 3.
Players may not construct more than 1 of each type of card with
It won't
the
tell me which numbers we are.
middle symbol, which is
I'm
the
trying to
landmark in
figure it
there.
out.
Or maybe that's major establishments.
Major is the
Purple.
Purple.
Yep.
Because it's last.
And those are the ones you can only construct.
Blue, green,
You can only
red,
get
purple.
one of a unique type of this. So only one
Oh,
stadium
red.
or one TV station or one business center. But you can
One purple.
get one of each if you want.
Okay, guys, you can get one purple of each, but not more than one. So you cannot own. You cannot own Levi Stadium and Comerica Park. Why are you laughing at me? That's a good
Because you're
example.
cute. Yeah.
Why are you staring at me? You cannot own ABC, which is owned by Disney, which really should be under what's amusement park?
It's special.
You can't own amusement park. Well, I guess you can own amusement park and CBS.
Mm-hmm.
But what about ABC?
You could own
An
Disney.
amusement park.
You could own Disney and ABC, but you couldn't also have CBS. How about that?
I guess they're the same though, because Disney already owns ABC, so
Oh,
it should be one
amusement park
thing.
would be Disneyland, so you can't own Disneyland
And Disney World.
and two TV stations.
Oh, you can own Disneyland, but you can't own. What is the team in LA? The hockey, the Ducks. Or you could own the Ducks, but you can't own. What is
You can own Disneyland,
the Ducks
ABC,
and the
and
Ducks?
the Ducks.
But you can't own the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
There's room for you, Warner Brothers.
Players
Come
may
back.
Players may construct multiple copies of all other establishment types as described in the income section of these rules.
You can own Cafe Strata.
Stacking the cards vertically on top of
Cafe
other cards of the
Bianca.
type in the player's area may be a useful way to keep track of this. Ending the game. Play continues clockwise until one player wins the game by completing all 4 of their landmarks first.
All 4 of your landmarks. What are the 4 landmarks again?
Amusement park
Radios,
costs
tower.
16. Train station, which costs 4. Radio tower costs 22. And shopping mall costs 10.
So you need to own a train station. You need to own a shopping mall. You need to own an amusement park, and you need to own a radio tower. But that has absolutely nothing to do with these middle cards other than earning income.
Yeah, these are all helping you earn income so you can build those nice landmarks.
And then when you own them, you flip them over. And that
Yep.
says you own them. And if you own all 4,
You win. And each one of them has an effect on it.
you win the game. Whoop, whoop. Hey, is there a Japan Disneyland yet?
Tokyo?
Tokyo Disney. Yeah?
Are you sure?
That will be my amusement park then. What's yours going to be?
I don't know. I'll have to see when I built it.
Hello Kitty Land. Maybe? Pokemon Land? I think we're ready to play. Are we ready to play?
I think so. You
Okay,
wanna go
guys, we're
first?
going to give it a shot. I still need to find out what number I am. Am I the 12? Are you the 6? Am I the 1? Are you the 7? It makes a difference on who goes first. If you're supposed to go clockwise, you have to know who's which number.
Do you want to go first or second?
Does that not make sense that if you don't know the number, how can you go clockwise? He's looking at me like, wait, that doesn't make
That says
sense.
the order. It doesn't say who goes first. I don't know.
I thought if you went clockwise, like if you are 4, right, and I'm 9, you would go first clockwise. Because when you go clockwise, 4 comes before 9. But that's not a good example because 4 and 9 are opposite. Exactly. 4 and 10 are opposite.
Pick a hand.
I picked the one with the wedding ring.
We've got 11 cents in there, and the other one has 21 cents. You've got less, so you go first.
Okay, we're going to play the game now. I think maybe we'll put it on time lapse.
Okay.
Okay, so Sabi.
Well, the game is over in Gen 1. Big surprise. I got a lot more properties, like double what she had.
Yeah, he had like 24 and I had a small little amount here. Plus the 4 I turned over.
I spent too much time buying up more properties so I could earn fast, and ended saving up more and getting her big ones, the landmarks that give you extra boosts. So
They weren't that good at boosts, but I'll talk
Some
about that
of
my
them
turn. Go ahead.
So I think that's why she was able to beat me in the end. But it was very close. We knew it was getting close to the end, and we didn't know who was going to win.
What did you think of the game?
I like the game.
Would you play it again?
I would.
Would you play me again?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Would
so now
play me again?
Mm-hmm. Diego came to help us out partway through.
he was my lucky roller. Right,
Yeah.
Diego?
Yeah.
Don't ask what time it is. Seriously.
What time
Good thing
is
it's
it?
Saturday night.
What's
Alright. So we played the game. It came down to like literally one roll of the dice. Like I went and turned over my last one, and then I told John go ahead and take his last turn. And he rolled over because he was like the 11 and I was the 7 or something like that. At any rate, he took his last turn and he rolled over his last one. So in my opinion, then at that point we should have gone through and added up the total value of what the people have, because we both tied. If you think about that, on turning over the 4 important cards. But that's not the way the rules read. John reread the rules and he said it just whoever turns over the 4 cards first is not total value like Monopoly. So we didn't add up all the properties, because I only had 12 properties. He had like 24.
But you did have one more coin than me.
But he would have won totally on value of the properties. But unfortunately, or fortunately for me, the way the game works is it doesn't matter whether you're the first person to go or the second person to go, which is kind of odd, but I guess that's like Japanese rules versus American Monopoly rules. It doesn't matter if you turn it over first and the next person, even if they had one less turn, don't get to finish the game, which is kind of harsh, but maybe it's a different cultural way of playing. I'm not sure. So at any rate, yeah, so technically I won, but I'm not sure how I feel about that part of it. Like if the kids play it, if you have kids playing this game, because I think the age on this was 10 and up, I'm not sure if I would adjust the rules and say everybody gets one last turn, and if somebody else turns it over, then it's a tie. Because it seems kind of harsh to say, oh, okay, Travis turned it over, and then Berkeley turned it over right next, and Travis went first, and Berkeley and Dakota went second and third, and they all would have turned it over. But Travis, who went first, won because he was the first one to turn it over. That doesn't seem like something I'd want to do with my kids. So I think I'd have to do a rule adjustment and like adjust how I tell them what the rules are for that. That way there can be a tie if everybody turns it over on the same turn of the dice, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. I'm not like a Japanese rule player, I guess. Or maybe I'm a Japanese rule breaker. I don't know. But I think I would do that. But I would play it again. And I don't mind, I guess, playing it the harsh way with hubby if he doesn't care or whatever, if we want to follow the real rules, but I think I would adjust it for the kids. But overall, I thought it was a fun game. The only thing I would say is the setup took a long time, and it would be much more efficient if you keep the cards in order. Like, keep the yellow cards separate and all the number cards in order, like by number groups when you're done. And then it'll be like a really fast start. The game, it won't take very long at all, but we had to waste like 20 minutes or so trying to figure that out. And then we realized all the cards need to be ordered, which is funny to me because being from a, somebody that's grown up with Uno or whatever, like all the cards come in order, like all the 2s are together, all the 3s are together, all the 4s are together. And here, like, the decks were all mixed up. And then they're like, the very first thing you need to do is straighten out all the cards by number order and color order. And it's like, well, why didn't you stack the decks that way in the packaging plants? Your Japanese efficiency. What happened to that? So I don't know. That was like surprising to me. But at any rate, ignoring that, just keep them in order and it'll be a lot faster to start. Because like if you keep it like an Uno deck, then you'll just be ready to put them out and play. And I think that's how we'll put it away tonight, so it's ready for the kids because they were looking at it curiously like they wanted to play it. And I think John wanted to say something else because he was looking like he did. So go ahead.
No, I was just nodding along in agreement on all of that.
All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed our weird review of Machi Koro. I really did like the game. It was kind of fun and different. It's kind of like Monopoly, but not quite. Kind of like Magic, maybe, or something like that.
It's maybe like magic coins.
Yeah, kind of. So I like that. Like they have a value and a point value, like Pokemon, sort of, and things like that. So that was interesting. So as you can see, we're going to put the cards back straight up, and we've got to tuck this one in because it is late.
Oops, remember that our Wheatfield and Bakeries, there were special ones with the yellow backs. They're our first ones.
Yeah, we got to keep the yellow separate.
Because those don't list the
Yellow separate.
value there, but otherwise they're the same.
Yeah, we got to keep the yellow one separate.
So I messed that up already.
I'm putting the yellow in the yellow pile, see? Yellow, yellow.
And we could probably ideally do that even more organized,
Here's
but
another yellow.
it's at least enough to get it put neatly in the box. Anything else, Jen?
Nope, that's it. I hope everyone has a good Saturday night, and we will see you on the flip side on Sunday. Night, lovelies.
Good night.